Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
I swear on the Archons, I can't go any lower.
Better see Barbara at the cathedral if you're injured. When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
Fresh fruit, only in Better see Barbara at the cathedral if you're injured. Can't you give me a better price? When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice. Moon pie, that's what I'll make tonight. Give me a better price.
Fresh fruit, only in
Dandelions? Of course they're flowers. When you're high up, everyone...
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
Can't you give me a better price?
Where are those who share the memory?
When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice. We grew up together after all. Error.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
Ha! Well, if it isn't Dia. Haven't seen you in nearly half a year. Word on the street is that you're a bodyguard for the Homayani family now. Ha! Don't you find that kind of work boring?
Nah, you get used to it. How about a menu over here?
You got it. Huh? Isn't this little Miss Homayani herself? We don't get to serve personages like you very often. We'll be sure to prepare our very best.
Thank you, sir, but there's no need. I don't have a lot of mora on me, and I really ought to save as much as I can. But please bring these two the best food you have. They're my new friends, so I want to be a good host for them.
Yeah, we're already super grateful for everything you told us about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
How about our coconut charcoal cakes? They're our signature snack, and they run cheap. Look, other customers over there are eating some now.
They look kind of burnt and dry. Paimon will pass. Hey, come on! Paimon has personal preferences too, you know. Dunyarzad, we asked a lot of people when we first arrived, and almost nobody was interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali. So, what made you want to follow her?
Well, remember when you asked me if I knew how to meet the Dendro Archon? Even though I don't know how, I think I've actually seen her before.
Huh? Really?
Yes, it was when I was a child. At the time, my illness had kept me bedridden for the better part of a year. I was stuck inside and couldn't make any friends, and my parents did their best to find treatments for me. But even then, the Akasha didn't have any helpful information. My younger self no longer had any hopes or dreams. One flare-up was so bad that I was in a semi-conscious state for several days. Then one night, I woke up alone in my room.
Что такое?
I was terrified.
Что
My
такое
body was
с минор?
paralyzed. Even if I cried, there was no sound. At that moment, an ethereal voice
Чё
spoke in
покупаешь?
my mind. Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry.
1 на геншине. Ух ты.
Dunyarzad, don't be scared.
Третий с тобой
You
до
don't have
сюда.
to cry.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
How do I explain this? You might not be able to understand, but actually, I knew everything about you.
Really?
Of course. I know that you're
Плесенник,
scared of
ладно.
thunder, that you hate taking
Wow, you really do know everything.
Dunyarzad, is there anything you want?
Второй раз.
What? Not really. I can't go anywhere or do anything.
Третий раз.
Huh?
Сколько? Подожди.
But aren't you a
Раз,
child?
2, 3,
All
4.
children have wishes. Tell me what you want, and maybe I can make it happen.
Can you make my illness go away?
Oh. I'm sorry. But I'm not powerful enough to do that right now.
Анема гипостазис.
Then, can you be
Понял.
my friend?
Придется делать. Раз купила, то придется.
After that, the voice said,
Прямо сейчас.
"Okay, I'll be your friend." Although my body was suffering during those days, That voice encouraged me and told me many wondrous things. Beyond my window was the flourishing Sumeru city. Beyond the city was a lush rainforest. And beyond that was the wall of Samiel, deserts, and all of Tevat. Once I finally made it through that bout of illness, I couldn't hear that voice anymore. I told my mother about it, but she said that I must have been dreaming. But I know that that voice wasn't a figment of my imagination. Before that, I had never heard of Tevat. Yes, for sure. If it weren't for that voice, I would have never grown curious about the outside world, nor would I have learned how to read and enjoy so many books. That
Давай
voice
сейчас с
felt a
ними
desire
договорю
for
и зайду к
wisdom.
тебе.
It had to have been the Dendro Archon.
Согласна?
I've been hoping for a chance to repay her kindness. In fact, I was running around today to help prepare the Sub-Zerus festival for her.
What's the Sub-Zerus festival?
It's Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday, which was the day that she was found by the sages. It's actually an old holiday that originally celebrated Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthday. When she passed away, the holiday eventually became a celebration of the Lesser Lord's birthday. I heard everyone was overjoyed when they welcomed her back to Sumero. In those days, the festival was a huge deal. But because of the Academia's influence, people have gradually lost interest in the festival. The Academia actively participates in Sumeru's many holidays dedicated to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But when it comes to the Sub-Zerus festival, forget any funding. They practically act like it doesn't exist. Maybe they see Lesser Lord Kusanali's birth as confirmation of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's death, so they're reluctant to celebrate it.
Aw, but that's awful.
It is. It's absolutely terrible. Sure, the Greater Lord founded Sumeru, but hasn't Lesser Lord Kusanali been the one quietly protecting us for the past few hundred years?
Just remember that we're still out in public. Don't get too carried away now.
I know that people over by the Grand Bazaar still hold the Sub-Zerus festival to this day, but I hadn't met any of them before, so I was never able to contribute. But recently, I made a friend there who also follows Lesser Lord Kusanali. I gave her my savings because I want her to throw a wonderful festival this year. That's the least I could do for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Hold on, my lady. Does this friend happen
Hold
to be
on.
Milu? The one who sends flowers to the estate?
Yes, that's her.
I saw her leaving the other day with a nervous look on her face. It seemed like she was...
Yes. I've agreed with Neil.
Sure, that's quite the trip, though.
No, that would be...
You might as well just accept the lift. If I let you walk...
But of course. Nilu will be
Fury is just putting the cart before the horse.
Вот это 27-й ранг, который... Лук Амуса. Ануса. Лук Ануса. Анусный лук. Статуя Гео. Гео Архант. Тебе прям вообще все открыть надо, да?
Taking a stroll in the middle of a downpour certainly rouses the spirit. But it's best to dry your clothes as soon as possible after the rain
Окей,
stops.
пойдем. За ваши алмазики любой каприз. Там монстры. Давай сундук по пути залутаем. Что-то лагает звук. Пипец, ты лагаешь, это ли я лагаю? Сумеру жуть. Страшно, очень страшно.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Let's light it.
As one with wind and cloud. Into the wind. God!
Жуть, как все лагает, ужас.
Time to go. One with nature. Clear weather all around brightens the heart. Time to go.
Сумеру меня куда-то ведет, походу в подвал. Да, Сумеру. Меня хотят закрыть в подвале. В подвале у Сумеры. Да-да-да.
Fall. Yeah.
Дельтик. Жесть, лагает, ужас. Я заработал... Это кто, в смысле? Стрим завис. Да у меня в мире лагает жестко. Слышишь меня, нет? У меня лагает жестко, у тебя в мире. Прям жестко лагает. Ужас.
The wind knows me. Into the wind, everything. The wind knows me.
Wings of darkness. Come, sever night from day.
Так, нам надо выше. Это кто? Слышишь?
Time to go.
Привет, Ярик Плей. Хорошо, у тебя как? Хорош. Да, занят чуть-чуть. Человеку помогаю. чё? Только начали что? Только начали. Помогать в смысле? Ну да, ему, ей. Так у него лагает ужас прям. Горишь в смысле? Задание? Какое задание ты не можешь сделать? Хочешь Джунли? Так выбивай Джунли.
One with nature. Sha!
I'm going in! Let's light it up!
В чем проблема?
Adventure time!
Time to go.
Ну да, проблема, да, серьезно. Чё-то без Джунли никогда.
Off we go.
One with the forest. I'll uproot you.
Adventure time! Let's light it up!
The wind knows me.
Тун-дурун-дурун.
Time to go.
Тут хрень летающая.
Yeah. Time to go.
Ого, что за хрень летающий, ужас.
Time to go. Che.
Прикольно. Нифига она бегает, ужас. Крутая.
Time to go.
Дум-дурум-дурум.
I follow the wind.
You are not welcome here.
Окей, окей, понял. Привет, Лав Бибр.
Time to go.
Человек, но паук. Как мне геншин? В каком смысле? По геймплею? Или по чему там? По интересу? Или обобщенном смысле? Сюжет интересно. Типичный сюжет, конечно, в каком-то смысле. Но интересно играть. Тут не как в Фортнайте, там королевской битвы нету. Да, маленькая. Потому что PlayStation. Но зато качество плохое. Короче, игрушка интересная, стоит поиграть. Но есть некоторые условия там. Прокачивать надо, много времени надо тратить, чтобы прокачать персонажа там. Ресурсов много надо. Короче, играть требовательно ко времени. Надо очень много времени уделять. Понимаешь?
Good things come to those who don't wait around. That's what they say anyway. Knowing my
Да,
luck,
готов.
the opposite is
Иди,
probably
я
true
за
for me.
тобой. Я готов. Иди вперед, я за тобой.
Wow. Where did that come from? Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not.
Кого ждем-то?
No one's joined me on an adventure in ages. Come on, let's go.
Come on, let's go.
Everybody stand
No
back.
stone unturned.
Into the wind.
Phantasmagoria.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Let's light it up.
Интересно.
Ow! Where did that come from?
Компаньон. А сейчас куда?
There are leaves
Так
around,
быстро?
and I know just the tune to a...
Макарон, макарон.
I'm going in.
One with nature. As one with wind and cloud.
Чё так быстро-то? Ужас.
created another universe and founded paradise.
Paradise.
For I, official, and the prince.
Paradise. Поздравляем, вы выполнили задание Twitch и получили награду. Не забудьте ее забрать, понял? Награда от Твича. Кто оформит Twitch Drops? Есть такие? Храбрость перед лицом. Одолейте Сёгуна Райден в совместном режиме. Превосходя древнюю мудрость,
created another universe and founded paradise. For I,
Official.
and the prinzessin differ.
Official. Макарон, макарон.
May the glory of the prinzessin bring light to this world. By royal decree,
Red Bull окрыляет.
I do worry about the well-being of my retinue during my impromptu absence.
I'm sure the good people of the Adventurers Guild are absolutely fine, main
Wherever
Fräulein.
in this world I roam, I carry memories of my
Absolutely fine.
home. This blade. It
Absolutely.
is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
Владыка грибов.
Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
The wind knows me.
Что за лук? Меч, лук в фавоне. Благовоние. Mein Fräulein. Сложная головоломка. Absolutely fine, my Fräulein.
Benny's adventure team, flaws, reveal thyself.
Ну чё, все? Оля какая. Бибер.
I do worry about the well-being of my retinue during my impromptu absence.
I'm sure the good people of the Adventurers Guild are absolutely fine, mein Fräulein.
Mein Fräulein. Сержант Jude Chirland Research Hospital.
I created another universe and founded
There are
paradise.
leaves around.
My
Official.
Fischl.
I
And
know
the
just
princess
the
and
tune
different.
to accompany them, if you wish to
I
hear.
Fischl. I Fischl. Че там много еще осталось? Саминор. Ой, как все сложно. Ужас, ужас.
May the glory of the princessin bring light to this world.
Да-да-да, Саминоры права. Саминорочка права. Ай, Фишль.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
I do worry about the well-being of my retinue during my impromptu absence.
I'm sure the good people of
Absence.
the Adventurers Guild are absolutely fine, mein Fräulein.
Absolutely fine. Ой, куда она делась? Ты куда, Саминоры? Опять что ли на того курицу? С речки приехала? Нифига себе. Ну, какая речка там? Большая речка. Искупалась, да? Эх, сейчас бы тоже на речку. Искупаться там. Ты болеешь, но ездила на речку, бедняжечка.
Good night, should.
Купался.
I'm going in.
По-моему, раньше было она, теперь Бебра он.
Phantasmagoria.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Теперь Лав Бебра он, а не она. Бывает. Ура! Наконец-то. Я могу быть свободен. Наконец-то я свободен. Кушали, играли в игры. Ого. С подругами. Че, много вас там было? А мальчики были? Вот кому хорошо. Лавбебра там гуляет, отдыхает. Как я тебе завидую. С подружками еще. Эх, вот бы я туда тоже. Я тоже к вам хочу. Сколько? Ни хрена себе. 12 девочек. И 1 мальчик, прикиньте, миноры. Ужас. Ужас. Да, я тоже хочу быть вместо этого мальчика. Подружек. Да, интересно, он там, наверное, сейчас вообще в раю. Тут мальчик, наверное, в раю там побывал, получается. С 12 медитяночками. $500 есть. Ну, копи. На модерку. Я тебе дам модерку. Ух ты, что за тяночка?
Sorry I'm late, Nilu.
Нилу?
Oh,
Ого, какая милашка.
it was taking you so long that I assumed you got trapped at home. But you made it in the
Один
end.
Ховард. Привет, один Ховард.
But if Dia's
Спасибо за
here,
бесплатную подписку, один
that means you
Ховард.
got caught, right?
You could say that, but everything worked out. She's on our side now.
5-звездочный.
Not completely.
Oh, and who are these two?
Oh, meet the Traveler and Paimon, my 2 newest friends. They're visitors who just arrived at Sumera City and are looking for information on
Sumera
Lesser
City.
Lord Kusanali.
So you're followers from another land? That's wonderful. You two absolutely mustn't miss the Sub-Zerus festival.
Прикольная.
By the way, Dunyarzad, we've already started decorating the Grand Bazaar. It looks spectacular, thanks to your generous contribution.
You're very welcome. It's the
You're
only
very
thing I could
welcome.
do. Do you still have enough Mora?
Probably? But don't sweat it. We've already finished renovating the stage. Come on, I'll show you.
Так, следите за Нилу. Нилу.
Wow! This place is amazing!
Amazing.
Not bad. Last time I was here, the stairs were full of holes.
The stairs were nothing. A little while ago, we discovered that the tree above the stage had a huge chunk of bark ready to fall off. Mr. Zubair was worried sick. We reported it to the academia many times, but they never sent anyone to deal with it. We didn't want anything bad happening, so we were going to cancel all the stage performances.
Oh, probably because it was the theater asking.
The academia looks down on performers like us. They probably think it would be best if the theater closed down completely. We can't let that happen, though. Not only would everyone involved in the theater go hungry, but then we wouldn't be able to hold the Sub-Zerus festival anymore. Thank the Tendra Archon for Dunyarzad. But the more she gave us, we hired someone to patch up the tree, and we also gave the stage a much-needed makeover. The stage is going to be even prettier when it's festival time.
Дыхья.
I can't wait for you to see it.
Какая дыхья,
And I
вот
can't
эта
wait to see you on
кошечка.
the stage. You've been practicing so long already. It's almost time for your dream to become reality.
It's our dream. I'll do my best for the two of us.
Milu, what are you gonna be doing at the festival?
She'll be dancing the dance of
прикольно.
Sub-Zerus, the most important performance at the Sub-Zerus festival.
Dunyarzad, have you told him the origin of this holiday?
I only told them about the Greater Lord and Lesser Lord so
Русалка
far.
Рилька вернулся.
Then I'll tell you
Русалка
too
Ариэль.
about how this
Не, не
holiday came
похож.
to be. According to legend, the Sabzerus festival was originally the goddess of flowers' birthday celebration for the Greater Lord. A long, long time ago, on one of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthdays, her friends threw her a
В смысле
celebratory
логично?
banquet.
Как понять
Some of the
логично?
gods got drunk. One started playing music, and the Greater Lord started singing. So the goddess of flowers began to dance. As she danced upon the grass, countless beautiful parisaras began to bloom wherever she stepped. Those brilliant purple flowers became her
Гидра?
dazzling stage. All the gods clamored, "Oh,
Костюм
if
синий.
only time could stop at this very moment."
Понял.
Of course they did.
У
When people
нее,
mention the
наверное,
gods,
глаз
they always
бога
think of
есть
the
где-то.
Archon War.
Гидро.
But Sumeru's gods also had happy times. Although they aren't around anymore,
На
they're
груди
preserved
там
in our
нет.
tradition of dance.
Или сзади
This
где-то.
outfit I'm wearing is apparently based on how the goddess of flowers looked. Though we're just tiny people
Блин,
compared
ну
to the
волосы
divine,
закрывают.
we still have to do our best to make sure that
Да,
the
вон
birthday
гидро
girl feels
этот
loved
глаз
on her
бога.
special day.
Nilu,
На
you of all
пояснице.
people will definitely be able to convey our well wishes to the Dendro Archon. I also noticed that you went the extra mile and scattered Padisaras around the stage.
They symbolize the goddess of flowers, after all. It's just a shame that all the real Padisaras went extinct after her death.
Yeah. The Greater Lord brought forth Padisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful purple.
Дуня умрет?
Thinking about the
Кто
goddess of
умрет?
flowers dance makes me wish I could have seen it. If my stage were anything like that, I'd be thrilled if I had just 2 real Padisaras on the stage. So, Traveler and Paimon, what do you think? Interested in
такой
the
Дуня?
Sabzerus festival? Will you two be coming?
All of Lesser Lord Kusanali's followers will be there for her birthday. It'll be a good opportunity for you to learn more about her.
А, Дуня Яразарда?
That's a great idea.
Пипец. Как так? Почему она умрет? Это и первый в Геншине персонаж, который умрет? Ужас. Как так, Геншин? За что вы ее убили?
Nothing wrong with enjoying a festival.
За что ее убили,
Lord
Геншин?
Kusanali's birthday. She'll be happy
Пипец.
to have more people who are celebrating it.
So how about we all attend the Sabzerus festival together?
Dunyarzad, let me show you which stage decorations we've picked out so far. Traveler and Paimon, if that doesn't sound interesting to you, then feel free to explore the area.
Ты
The
делают
Sabzerus
игру.
festival.
А что тут
In that
персонажи
case, we'll
начали
take a look
умирать?
around.
Что-то Геншин что-то мутит. Непонятно что.
Whoa! What's with your yellow hair? And why do your clothes look so funny? Are you an outlander? Did you know that the Sabzerus festival is about to happen? There'll be loads of fun things to do at the festival. But the best part is when Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, passes out candy to everyone.
А можно ей дать конфетку? Нет? Это кто? Коке. Welcome.
Dancing at the Sabzerus festival. You know, I also danced when I was younger. As a child, I even asked my grandmother why we performed the dance for the Lesser Lord when it was originally done to honor the Greater Lord.
Kusanali.
My grandmother said that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata is a beloved deity and honored by all. And Lesser Lord Kusanali is too. If the goddess of flowers ever knew Lesser Lord Kusanali, then she would certainly have wished to be her friend and celebrate the Sabzerus festival as
Дыхья.
Ah,
Revamping the stage for the festival couldn't have been easy, that's
Охренеть,
for
какая
sure.
классная
I
тёлка.
bet this year's festival will be one to remember. I don't know much about the Grand Bazaar, but I do know that the residents here have a penchant for song and dance. Two things that the academia doesn't particularly approve of. Oh, and the perfume sold around here is a lot better than what you'll find elsewhere. The fragrance... I mean...
Фархат.
Things are really shaping up, and there's a buzz around the festival this year. We're expecting people from all over to come by this year and buy things during the festivities. Don't be fooled into thinking that Sumeru City has the best of everything. Some festival snacks are only offered here in the Grand Bazaar. And when it comes to musicians, dancers, or singers, the Grand Bazaar's got the best of the best. Sure, those folks at the academia might not like it, but what's a festival without song and dance?
Nilu, your outfit looks amazing. There's also something different about you from when we first met up.
I thought I'd add a little extra pizzazz to my dress for the festival. See?
Wow, did you sew all that yourself?
Вау.
Uh-huh. Sewing is a fundamental skill for everyone in the theater company because we make all our own costumes. Did you know that Mr. Zubair not only can make costumes, but props too? I've noticed that you can't keep your eyes off that crown over there. Would you like to try it on?
May I?
Of course.
Of course.
For legend's sake. Hey! Is that who Paimon thinks it is?
Катерина пришла, нифига себе.
Catherine! Huh. Come to think of it, Paimon's only ever seen her behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild. This is the first time we've ever seen her taking a break. Hey,
А там
Catherine!
теперь пусто, да? Катя.
Oh, hey! It's the traveler and Paimon.
Катенька больная? В смысле?
Whoa. Break time Catherine sure sounds a lot less formal than usual. Paimon was still waiting for her to say Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Sure. Standing behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild doesn't require any complicated functions. But saying and doing the same old things over and over again can get pretty monotonous. Like watching the same Fontaine movie day after day. But take you two, for example. You travel across Teyvat to enrich your lives and gain new experiences.
Well, we enjoy traveling across Teyvat and all that, but we're mainly looking for clues about his sister.
Ты знаешь, кто она?
You should keep searching. Sometimes the answers we're looking for aren't necessarily at our
Хочешь
intended
проспойлерить,
destination.
получается, да?
Instead, they're found along the way.
Haven't we heard someone say something pretty similar recently?
Ну расскажи, что там.
No, not particularly. I guess you could say that I'm loving the recent atmosphere here. If festivals bring happiness to everyone, then that's where their true value lies. Oh, it looks like it's about time for me to be heading back now.
Alright, we'll see you next time at the Adventurers Guild. Oh, by the way, thanks for connecting us with the Eremites. We've already made some great friends in Sumeru City thanks to you.
Дендрархон Кусанали.
People here. You've already been blessed by the element of Dendro after all. See you around.
Понятно, прикольно. Значит, Дендрархант может притворяться. Ой, в смысле, перевоплощаться.
Paimon.
Oh, hey Dia, what's going on?
I've got something to tell you. My lady knows you're looking for ways to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she's been trying to come up with a way to help you. Well, I have an idea that might help.
Понятно.
Are you serious?
Так она же Лоли, да?
It might not necessarily pan out, so don't get your hopes up too much. I'll need to take you two somewhere and ask someone some questions. My lady is feeling a little worn out at the moment. Nilu's found a place for her to rest. After I take my lady home, let's meet in front of the citadel of Regzar.
Sounds like a plan.
Что делаю? Прохожу сюжет Дендро, Сумеру. Что такое? Ну-ка я сейчас пойти к Катерине и спросить ее. Где она там? Вердикт. Бот, ну... Сам ботяра вообще обалдел. Сам ботяра. Катерина.
Ad astra abyssos.
Это и правда ты, Катерина?
Ad astra ab.
С Катериной чаще всего общаемся в геншине. Больше ни с кем так не общаемся, как с Катериной. Каждый день общаемся с Катериной, когда забираем награды. Может, Катерина это самый какой-нибудь главный архонт там? А, как вы думаете? Может, Катерина архонт тоже? Робот снежной?
Sorry, I'm late. It took some convincing for the master and mistress to believe that Miss Dunyarzad was only sitting in the port for a while because she was in a bad mood. Anyway, I guess I should be thanking you. I haven't seen Miss Dunyarzad that happy in a long time. If it wasn't for you two, she probably would have been caught and dragged back much earlier.
You sure sound a whole lot nicer than when we first met, Dia. Who would have thought you had such a soft spot for Dunyarzad?
It's called being a professional. I'm a bodyguard, and I work for whoever's paying.
Пульчинелла?
Look, Dia's blushing.
Error. Ошибка.
Miss Dunyarzad very long, but I hope to finish things on a positive note if possible.
Welcome
Let's
to
cut the
Guild.
chit-chat and head into the Citadel. We'll see if the person I know has a way for you two to meet with the Lesser Lord. Oh, hey, Chief.
Ah, Dia, what are you doing here? And well, didn't expect to see you three together.
I take it you all know each other already?
Mm-hmm. We met this morning after the Adventurers Guild pointed us to Ozfon for more info.
No kidding. Huh. So, where's Ruksha?
So,
I thought I'd help these two out by asking about the theft. Anything you can tell him?
Rukshaw's gone over to the Academia. The Grand Sage recently ordered Sumera City to begin bolstering its defenses, so people from all over have been called back to the city. Since you've already mentioned the theft, I suppose I might as well tell him what we know.
Appreciate it, Chief.
Theft? Sorry, what the heck are you guys talking about?
Just recently, the Academia lost something, and there's a chance the item is connected with the Dendro Archon. This case might just somehow help you in meeting her.
I suppose that's one way to look at it.
Вы заработали
If you
дроп
ask
получить.
me, the case is more about the academia than anything else. Let me fill you in. The academia recently sent a convoy to pick up an important package from Aru village. Word got out, and the convoy was robbed on its way back. The Grand Sage took the whole matter very seriously. Not only did he dispatch the Matra, but also enlisted our help in the search for leads. All we know so far is that whatever was stolen is currently in Port Ormos.
You two have heard of Port Ormos, haven't you? It's the largest commercial port in all of Sumeru. You can travel there by leaving Sumeru City and heading south along the river. The Academia's grip isn't long enough to reach all the way to Port Ormos, so the city's a little more laid back, meaning the population's also a mixed bag. You never know who you'll meet there.
Apparently what was lost has a great deal to do with the Akasha, knowledge, and even the gods. I'm afraid I don't have any other details for you, though. If you're interested, maybe you could head to Port Ormos and ask around yourselves. If you want my advice, try introducing yourselves as students of the Academia once you're there.
Are you serious, Chief? All the Academia students are in Sumeru City, you know. Why should they pretend to be students in Port Ormos?
If you're also interested, just go there and see what happens.
Count me out. I've got plenty of work to do here for the Homayani family. And take it from me, if you two really do decide to visit Port Ormos, you'd best watch your backs. Let's just say that the Eremites there aren't nearly as friendly as those here in Sumeru City. There are even some extremists who go around shouting slogans like, "Retake Sumeru for the Scarlet King." Word is that more and more are joining their movement. They're becoming a real headache for Chief and the others.
Чё, в геншине нет один на один, почему нет? Есть. На рейзерах, на эмбер можно файтиться один на один.
Not everyone's like you, Chief. Even the desert natives who abandoned their homes in the wilderness still wish to have a god of their own. Well, Traveler, that's about all the information we have for you.
Thanks, Dia, and you too, Asfan.
Thanks, Dehia. Дохуя. Дохуя.
Miss Dunia is looking forward to seeing you both at the Sub-Zerus Festival. So, good. Then we'll see you both at the Sub-Zerus Festival.
Письмо. Ух ты, что мне там пришло. Поздравляем, вы выполнили Twitch и получили награду. Не забудьте забрать. Спасибо. Отправляйтесь в порт Осмос. Отвергнутая игрушка. Ты будешь болтать с ней до хуя. До хуя. До хуя. До хуя. Так, который... Подожди, это задание мира, а это задание архонтов. Задание архонтов. Давай, спойлери. Интересно. Е-мое, это мне туда надо теперь идти, да? Ужас. Неизвестно, да, что-то. Давай тогда основную сюжетку выполним. Зона увядания. Да хуя. Корабли тут прикольно. Жалко, тут нету механик, чтобы можно было плавать на кораблях там. Может, когда-нибудь добавить. А подожди, можно же плавать на кораблях? Что я туплю? Кораблики же есть. Тупанул, сори. Я и забыл. Они только есть в Инадзуме. Тогда бы, допустим, в каждом регионе есть что-то свое, да? В Инадзуме кораблики, Манштаде что можно добавить? Своя отличительная какая-нибудь механика. Мудрость, а очень забирается, не обалдеть. Пипец, это вторжение в личную, просто в личную жизнь. Пипец, охреневшие ученые. Новое задание? Не надо мне никакое новое задание. Мне нужно вот это. А дополнительные задания подождут. Надо сначала основное пройти. Блин, куда идти-то? Я заблудиться тут могу, ужас. Туда идти? Не решайте, надо. Пипец. Жестоко. Охреневшие ученые вообще в край уже забираться и потом стирает память. Вообще охренели в край уже. А чё? Дуня умрет. Как так-то? Понятно. Короче, главный герой шарит. Шаристый. Нахид. Понял. Кусанали. Кусанали. Кусали. Здесь то же самое. Нахида может спасти. Она спасет. Spider-Man. Up and away. Дуня будет жить. Ура, Дуня будет жить. Все-таки она не умрет. Все, теперь я доволен. Я думаю, охренеть, тут теперь персонажи будут умирать, что ли? Думаю, что за хрень? Вроде никогда такого не было. Теперь можно вообще выдохнуть. А этот большой робот, смотри. Ужас, какой он огромный. Страшно. Да, печально было бы, если она умерла. Не понял, что за хрень? Статуи. Danger Arhunt. Ну-ка, воздадим. Поклониться. Сколько? 5? Сколько? 20 надо, обалдеть. Сколько тут дендра надо собрать? Охренеть, это ж сколько надо собрать мне? Ужас. Саминоры. Пипец ты этот задрот. Ужас. О. Посуда. Я вымыл посуду уже. Куда идти? Туда? Danger are hard. Норм. А, тут же есть, смотри. А где тут рыбу ловить тогда? Прикольно. Порт Артур. Так, мне надо вот здесь тогда припарковаться. Или вот здесь. Охренеть, тут корабли. Прикольно. Это же сколько времени надо все это исследовать. Ужас. Сейчас припаркуюсь. Видали, да? Дрифт. Боком заехал. Да. Крутяк.
Time to go.
My dad. Мой папа, похоже, ничего не умеет. Сидит сам дома, играет в карты и нежится на шанс. Вьючного яка. Чей папа круче? Опа. Дургар. Слава Дендрархонту. Новая партия древесины. Очень прочная, почти без изъянов. Вы. Мебель. Да, найс. Danger are hot.
Come and have a good look yourself.
Привет, Маша. Спасибо и тебе взаимно.
made with pride and experience.
You've got a deal. I can't thank you enough for always looking after my business.
Believe me, I'm not making this
Believe
up.
me.
Several Aramite mercenary groups
Believe
are
me,
in open
поверьте, я
conflict.
не
But
выдумаю.
does the core of 30 care?
Believe
That's
me,
not all. Did you
поверьте,
know
получается.
that?
Wow! Talk about hurly-burly! This place is busy! Well, guess that's only to be expected for the largest port in Sumeru. Maybe it's because of what Dia told us earlier, but Paimon can't seem to shake the feeling that there's also danger lurking in these crowds. Ooh. Let's get our bearings so we can start looking for leads. We know that whatever the Academia lost is related to the gods. But other than that, we don't have much else to go on. Osfun told us to try posing as Academia students while asking around. Paimon checked the Akasha on the way here, and the Academia doesn't seem to have any research facilities in Port Ormos. Paimon doesn't get it. Won't we look even more
Paimon.
well, given all the people that come through here every day, if there's any information to be found, Paimon bets we could find it in the market. Let's ask around and see what we come up with.
Nice.
Welcome.
Welcome.
How can I help you two?
Hi there. We would like to ask you a question. Do students from the Academia ever come to Port Ormos?
Of course. Especially around this time of year. Students from Sumero City that are about to graduate often come to Port Ormos to cut loose a little. Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the Academia, let alone graduate. But those who finish their studies and go on to become full-time researchers at the Academia have it even harder. Sure, we may not be Sumero City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free environment. Some even say it's good luck to come to Port Ormos, so students and researchers come flocking here when things get to be too much at the Academia. Ah, you see over there? Those are students from the Academia. They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago. If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better. So long as the Akasha teaches us what we need, then life is good.
Life is good.
Those students seem to be discussing something. Let's see if we can listen in.
Так.
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking Aramite mercenaries have been posted along the streets now.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Aramite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear of them. Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about the Scarlet King and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Regzar is starting to get fed up with them. What was that group called again? Ein something or other?
They're called Ein El Akhmar. Today, I heard that the thing we're after might be in their possession at the moment.
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? Many of the Aramites in Port Ormos deal with trading this kind of thing. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the Academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't the kind of goods that Aramites are after. As long as they know you're a student, then deals can be made. I've heard that Ein El Hakmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Supposedly, if you're willing to part with 500,000 Mora, they'll give you info on anything.
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how could we ever afford to buy what we're looking for? I guess we might as well give up on trying to graduate this way.
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research
Don't
is
worry.
very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge? I bet it's practically worthless to anyone aside from us.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Then the only thing left for us now is to find a way in. Why don't we all just pool our money together and pay for the information?
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge? It all sounds pretty suspicious to Paimon. Is knowledge something people just buy and sell like that? So, what's our plan? Wait, didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us 500,000 mora! Have you lost your mind? Oh, alright. Paimon never thought she'd agree to parting with that kind of mora. But if you know what you're doing, then we should give it a shot.
Потерянное изобилие. Ой. Где тут? А вот оно.
Time to go.
Рама. Чем ты торгуешь? Обычными приправами, окей? Что ли, джетбокс? Или натвинг? Что такое джетбокс? Ух ты, сырные шарики. Шиам, шариф. Специально для стримеров. Ого. Скинь мне ссылку. ВЛС только. Сами норы ВЛС кидай. Майншилд говно, а ты топ? Нифига себе. Алхемикс Майншилд. Что такое Майншилд?
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade. It is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
Да, с Telegram ВЛС кидай ссылку на Jetbox. Что это за ерунда такая? Алхимик, это ты, что ли? Местный токсик. Ты еще живой? А, значит, не ты, да? Ну ладно. Откуда знаешь? Был тут один алхимик. Токсичный ужас. Мы его забанили, по-моему, или нет? Или его где-то убили. За токсичный характер. Ух ты, как она танцует. Оля. Уличный артист. Она беймит. Интересно, появятся эмоции в геншине? По-любому, типа в Fortnite скоро появятся эмоции. Там пошел к боссу, там убил босса и забеймил там.
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Сап, шилдовец. Дрочить. Дрочить? В смысле дрочить начал? Типа включил стрим с веб-камеры и дрочил. Свой большой банан. Нифига. Есть это? Осталась видеозапись? Скинь, посмотрим. Jetbox. А, это тот, что ли, сайт? А что тут надо делать вообще? NailGun. А четырехзначный код, что это? Модерация, выйти, помощь, поиск игр игроков. А, ну да. понял. Пипец, а как так вообще? Ужас. Привет. Так себе. Кажется, что-то стряслось. Тут просто запустить и играть. Ладно. Игры. Внизу джекбокс. Играть. Играть. Нажимая играть, вы принимаете условия соглашения. Нажал играть, ничего не происходит. Что делать? Код комнаты мне нужно ввести, да? Играть. Кого-то не найдено. Непонятно. Ладно. Ух ты, она мне дала книжки. Всезнайка. Привет, дружочек. Да-да-да. Снежная. Создай комнату, я к тебе присоединюсь. Роинджан. Роинджан. Это казах какой-то. My friend. Ну ладно, тогда забейся, минор. Это не важно. Куда мне идти? Туда? А как там играть вообще? Я не понимаю. Это с компа, наверное, да? Это, наверное, с компьютера надо.
This is the place we heard those students talking about. Let's find a seat somewhere and see if we can spot the group they mentioned.
Oh, you've arrived. Please, take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Ha! Once we reclaim the power of the Scarlet King, they'll be the first that the boss punishes.
Boss.
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion. They've also amassed a significant amount of more this time, so we mustn't underestimate them.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss
Oh, я
when they're
могу
nothing but a bunch
создать.
of money-grubbing opportunists out for a quick mora?
Yeah, with boss's fervent devotion, he'll be able to use this power to bring our god.
The Scarlet King. So they're probably the ones we're looking for.
Хотя нет, не могу.
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when the Scarlet King exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too. We should ask about that if we get the chance later.
Should I adjust the shades?
Понятно, Саминоры. А если кто-нибудь там в запретке напишет, что тогда?
Huh? Who are you? What do you want? A traveler?
И это на стриме покажется там.
Probably not the time to talk about that. Didn't the students say
A student? What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos? Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
50 моры. 500 тысяч моры.
Huh? What is this? Some kind of joke?
Oh! Sorry! He must have grabbed the wrong amount! Hey, what do you think you're doing? Oh, Paimon can't stand this so much more.
Вот пойми, как я ее понимаю. Сердце кровью обливается.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm? Well, what are you waiting for?
Oh, that's right. We heard you mention the Scarlet King just now. We're actually interested to know more because we're archaeology students.
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can throw in a little extra info. As you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of the Scarlet King. Years ago, the Scarlet King founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced civilization, far beyond anything else in present-day Sumeru. The Scarlet King was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title, God of Wisdom.
So,
Димасик Курлаков.
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed the Scarlet King's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our enemies. Furthermore, she conspired with the Academia to cover up the truth of her actions, and create the merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. Ugh, just thinking about it sickens me. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. The Scarlet King isn't truly dead. The voice of the Oracle has been heard in the desert, prophesying his resurrection. Mark my words, our god shall return. And when that day comes, all followers of the traitor and all the desert dwellers who have forgotten their true god will suffer retribution together. If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of the Scarlet King. I don't have anything to say to you Academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached its end.
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Аль-Хайтам. Вот это что ли типа?
You again? Deranged Academia lunatic.
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me,
Похоже,
I'd
что
take
этот
measures to make
получается, как
things
его?
uncomfortable for you. Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least you won't find a merchant waiting for you there.
Типичный анимешник.
This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of luring people into their territory.
Из этого, как его, игра называется?
They keep up the act until they have hard
Как
evidence
это,
that you
блин,
want to purchase that
забыл.
item. Then they use that to squeeze you for all
Это
the more
анимешная
you're
игра
worth.
тоже.
Hey! Shut it, Al-Haytham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like this, hmm?
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't negotiate with you.
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then. It does not preclude him from changing his mind in the future.
I'm warning you. Don't push us, or this could get ugly. We don't usually get rough with people from the Academia because it just complicates things. For a lunatic like you, though, we might just have to make an exception.
If you're
Пресс,
suggesting
где
that we
пресс-то?
escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. After all, even the Archons used war to negotiate the ownership of Tevat. If, on the other hand,
Да это еще
we
мальчик,
can't
даже
agree
не
on any
мужик.
means of negotiation at all, then I'm afraid
У
my
него
next
молоко
course
на
of action
губах не
will
высохло.
sting a little more than the mere falling through of a few business deals. I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that if I began to take
Пресс,
such
какой
action,
пресс?
your boss would
Рублевый
willingly
или
approach me
долларовый?
himself.
Дендро.
However,
Тип.
I fear that by then, some things will have happened that cannot be undone. Also, I suggest you tell your boss exactly what happened here today.
Exactly. У него жопа нет, смотри, он
He
плоский.
might blame you for not telling him in the future.
What did you say?
What did you
Consider
say?
this. Have I ever failed to follow through on my word in the past?
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 mora to them.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble.
А что поделать с Аминоры? Тут уже ничего не поделаешь.
Mr. Iman, there appears to be fewer
Зрители
staff in the
будут
restaurant recently.
приходить и
This
уходить.
wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy
Тут
spreading the
ничего не
word to the
поделать.
students, would it?
Well...
Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, but sent the Emirites running too. Plus, he seems to know a lot about what's going on around
Лоли
here.
на хиду.
Let's catch up with him and ask some questions.
Любишь Лоли? О, я тоже люблю Лоли.
That way, after him.
After him. Идем.
Time to go.
Wait up! It's Al-Haytham, right?
What do you want? No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. We're even. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them. Since they weren't able to make off with your Mora in the
Поэтому,
end,
почему
they
поэтому?
might harass you again in the future. All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hold your horses! We still have something to ask you about! Since you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must know the real story about certain something, no?
Who exactly are you two? And why are you inquiring about that?
Она Лоли? Кто Лоли? Айхот Бебрик Лоли?
A student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Хазер.
Huh? Oh, yeah! He's really strong.
Так,
Weren't
я
you
на
saying
перерыв.
something about a physical exchange? We can help with that.
He doesn't even have a vision. Forget it.
Maybe not, but he can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we'd go asking for info from
Айхот Бебрик Лоли, это моего. Окей.
Those high-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your next meeting. Even if you don't go alone, you won't regret taking us with you.
All right. I accept. Got a pen and paper? If you're searching for someone who sells that kind of merchandise, I'll give you one of their addresses, and you can try your luck. We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter if you show up or not.
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information, does that mean you can tell us exactly what we're after?
You were willing to part with 500,000 mora for something and you didn't even know what it was? Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the answer out of them when they become hostile. Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know
Местный
something
делюк.
by now. Tell me what you know
Понятно.
so far, so I don't
А
waste
зачем
time
тебе тогда
repeating
второй
information.
делюк с Аминорой?
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some students want to get a hold of it too.
Только этот торгует не вином, а гашишем, да? Да, точно, гашишем торгует, все понятно. Местный дилер, короче. Капуста знаний.
Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information, knowledge capsules confer their contents without any requisites.
That's amazing.
Amazing.
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, it's illegal in Sumeru to privately possess or trade them. They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be destroyed immediately after use. But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will world who are dissatisfied with life as designed for them by the Akasha and wish to change their fate. Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia.
Привлекательными мужчинами, да?
The valuable ones are a means to mora for the Eremites. Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them,
наверное, растаешь в его объятиях. Вообще потекешь там рядом с ним.
I think that about sums it up. Oh, so that's your true. With our current arrangement, I don't. You're still resolved. Fine.
Ладно, я сделаю перерыв, чуть позже вернусь. Окей.